What's up, guys? Luke back again with another Gaming Week in Review podcast when we talk about the things that have interested us in the world of video games each and every week. Before we get started, make sure you smash that like button as well as subscribe with bell notifications turned on so you can catch me every time I post videos like this or others. But with that being said, let's get right into it. So the first thing is first, let's just address the elephant in the room. Two consoles came out this week, the PS5 and the Xbox, well, actually three consoles, Xbox Series X and Series S, all came out today. So welcome, guys. We're in next gen. It doesn't feel too much different, but welcome. Super happy to be here. I mean, it's good that these consoles finally launched. I've, obviously been talking about them pretty much nonstop in these podcasts, so it'll be nice to kind of like maybe talk a little bit less about them now that they're in people's hands and stuff, and then maybe look forward to hopefully getting these eventually and doing some videos on them, more so pertaining to repair, because I feel like that would be really beneficial for our YouTube channel to grow, and just for helping the community with repair, as well as helping ourselves, because we're going to be opening these consoles anyways to kind of get familiar with them, familiar with the teardown process, what you can and can't do with them, and maybe do some just some ultra nerd stuff with ultra nerd vision. So hopefully we'll be able to get these sooner rather than later, but I'm not going to break my neck to get next gen consoles, especially with little to no first party exclusives coming out. I think I've made that plenty clear. I did want to note also that today or this week also marks the end of Xbox Live. And I know you guys are so upset about that. So upset that we can't pay to basically just play online and chat with our friends while we do it. So there's way better services now. Obviously, Game Pass is the main service. Game Pass Ultimate sort of absorbed Xbox Live. There's really no point to have it any longer. But I guess if you were attached to the Xbox Live branding, maybe you're upset about this. I'm way happier now than I was back in the days of Xbox Live as far as the Xbox gaming environment goes, but I did want to kind of note that. Also, this is, it's kind of bittersweet. This generation has been now the previous generation has been it's been a good generation. PSVR, a lot of VR games were, in my life. A lot of good exclusive games from Sony, not so much from Xbox. There was a few from Xbox. I enjoyed Gears 5 a lot, and Gears 5 was a really good game, exclusive game. But for the Xbox One, I had a love-hate relationship. First it was hate, then it was love. So, as of late, I've had Xbox fever. So, it's been kind of a interesting and like crazy like generation with multiple changes of mind, and just kind of it's been a roller coaster ride, and it's been a good one. I think PS4 will probably go down as I think it's tied at this point. It's tied with PS2 as for my favorite PlayStation console ever. And Xbox One is way up there with the Elite Series 2 controller, and with Game Pass being announced and things like that. The Xbox One X has been a real daily driver for me these past couple of months. So it's gone from my least favorite console to top two, maybe? Top two with the 360. So pretty cool generation. And then obviously halfway through we got the Nintendo Switch, which is still going strong. So it's not fully done, but it is a little bittersweet that these previous generation consoles are, gonna fade into obscurity. Speaking of fading into obscurity, Google Stadia. When's the last time you guys heard Google Stadia from me? Probably not hardly at all, maybe once. Google Stadia is actually now giving away. They're not doing a special deal. They're not like trying to entice new customers to come over with a radical good, streaming deal, sort of like xCloud or maybe what Amazon's doing. Nope, they went full on DEFCON 5. They're giving away Google Stadia Premiere bundles. If you guys don't know what the Premiere bundle is, it's basically the Google Stadia controller as well as the lost my train of thought, the Chromecast. So you get a Chromecast, you plug it in your TV, use the Google Stadia controller, and so it gives you both of those things, which, isn't a whole lot for $100, but they're giving them away now for free, guys. If you have a YouTube, here's the catch. If you have a YouTube premium account, so if you're paying YouTube $10 a month, you can get in on this deal. I'll have a link in the description. So if you want to go over and check that out, if you want to get literally a free everything, free 1 month of it, free controller, and a free Chromecast. Dude, I'd do it just for a free Chromecast, bro. Like, to get all those things, I think it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you do it? I've done it. Mine is on coming in the mail. Maybe Google Stadia, maybe there's something there. And I will say this, okay? I'm not full-on Google Stadia fanboy. I don't think I ever will be. But after I ordered my Stadia, or applied for it, signed up for the trial, because you have to sign up for a trial, which you can cancel anytime. It's like Netflix. I went into the browser, and they have their Google Stadia Pro membership, and the Pro membership comes with free games every month. And it's not just like 2 or 3 games like PlayStation Plus. It's, 15 games. So, of course, I went through and I claimed a few games, some games that I've never played before, games that I maybe it'll be a Google Stadia game that maybe I'll enjoy and play, maybe stream it one day. But I clicked on one and I booted it up, and it's kind of impressive. I'm going to say it's kind of impressive, the tech around it, because it runs out of your browser. Like, you don't have to do any crazy installs on your computer. You don't have to install like Steam and get your games off of Steam, and then you download them and you fill up your space and you're out of room. It's very, like, on the next level, very convenient is what I would say Google Stadia is. It's very convenient. You start the game and it works exactly how you would think it would work. Just runs in your browser. You connect a controller to your computer, and I'm assuming that works. I haven't tried it yet because I don't have the Google Stadia computer, but it's convenient. I will say that. So, as I get it, I'll play with it a little bit. Like I said, maybe stream it and maybe try it for one night, and we can just kind of judge it by that, and then I'll maybe make a video on it. So, yeah, at least anytime Google's handing out a freebie, I'm going to take it. EA Play games are flooding Game Pass right now. EA Play, if you guys didn't know this, EA Play just recently made a deal with Microsoft to be a part of Game Pass. So EA Play is like not fully dissolved. They're still using the name, but it's pretty much done. Like, EA Play is it's not really a thing anymore. It's all on Game Pass now. So I was going to say that they're trickling out games, but no, they just put it, from the looks of it, they just put the entire EA Play library on Game Pass. And I'm pretty sure this happened this week. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but there was a lot of games that I wasn't even thinking about, because when I think EA, right, I think like Anthem. I think Madden. I think FIFA. I think of games that I'm like never gonna play, like legit ever, never gonna play them. So I don't really think about the really good ones like Jedi Fallen Order that just recently came out. Star Wars Squadrons just recently came out. You know, I don't think about those games. Skate 3. So I went down the list and I basically picked out the surprises that I noticed and really stuck out to me when I was going down the list, and hopefully you'll get a little more excited than I was previously before seeing all these games. So first thing I want to talk about is Unravel. I don't know if you guys remember the Unravel games. They announced it E3 2019. These games are a lot like Ori. They're cooperative games too, and they're side-scrolling, just like beauty adventure games. I think they're Metroidvania or maybe just straight-up platformer, but they just look like fun Sunday afternoon games. And you're basically these two balls of yarn, and you use your string to kind of like navigate and like jump from platform to platform. And it's very much so a cooperative game. It's about playing with two people because you have to work with each other to get to these next platforms. 1 and 2 are in Game Pass now. Go download them for free. Why the heck not? Need for Speed games. Need for Speed is owned by EA. Need for Speed Heat's on there, Payback's on there, Need for Speed, the, reboot, and I'm missing one, but there's a bunch of Need for Speed games on there. Hey, why not? It's not, actually, we needed that because before on Game Pass, all there was, as far as racing goes, as far as I can remember, was Forza. And I'm not a big simulation racing fan, and I'm sure that people would disagree with me that Forza's not really that, but it feels like that for me. Okay, this is how I judge it. If I have to slow down to 50 miles an hour to take a turn and I can't just drift the turn at 100, it's a simulation game. It's not a arcade racer. So Need for Speed is more of an arcade racer where I can just hammer down the gas, I can hit that e-brake, burn out, drift around the corner and keep on going. Those are the types of racing games that I like. So this is great. A bunch of Need for Speed games we can go and try out. Medal of Honor. When's the last time you heard of a new Medal of Honor game? Aside from the VR one that's on its way. Medal of Honor Airborne is going to be on Game Pass, and that is my favorite Medal of Honor of all time. If you have not played Medal of Honor Airborne, get it on Game Pass, try it out. You will thank me. This game is absolutely amazing. The whole premises is you have levels that you play on, but you drop into these levels. This is way before Battle Royale, right? You drop in, you're part of the airborne unit, and you can drop on any location on the map, and that's where you start your game. So you can start at the end or you can start at the beginning. You still have, objectives to complete, but you can start wherever you want. So it just made for a really fun first-person shooter, single-player first-person shooter game. And it is still, to this day, my favorite Medal of Honor game of all time. So great game there. Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is another game, parkour, first-person. You probably already know about it, but Catalyst and the first one are on there. Fight Night Champion, the best boxing game I've ever played. Well, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is really close, but this one is really good. It's right up my alley with the story. It has a great story mode and fantastic graphics. Even for today, the animations are wonderful. And they need to bring back Fight Night, man. But Champion is a amazing boxing game. The Dead Space games, great horror games. I've never played them. I know they're really well received in the community. Games I'd like to try. They're on Game Pass now. Crysis, right? Can it run Crysis? That used to be the old saying among the PC master race. Can it run Crysis? Crisis games are on there. A Way Out. This game is a break out of prison sort of scenario. It's a co-op game. You got to work together and break out of prison. This is a $40 game right now. Like, if you want to buy that game physically, it's $40. It's on Game Pass. Jedi Fallen Order. One of my favorite games of the year. Absolute awesome game, man. Super good. Just came out this year. It's on Game Pass. Skate 3. Obviously, it's a classic. People love it. I'm personally a Tony Hawk guy. I wasn't really super into skateboarding when these games came out, but I know a lot of people like them. So, lots of EA stuff coming to Game Pass, which I'm really, really excited about. I want to tear into the some of those games that we just talked about, especially Unravel. I think Unravel will definitely be a game that I want to play sooner rather than later. And now, as always, guys, as every week, we got limited run news. We have, starting with our last chance games, we have Destroy All Humans. This is our last chance to get it. So basically the pre-order for it ends on November 15th, which is 3 days from, 3 days from this recording, probably 1 or 2 days from when you actually see it. By the way, if you do want to see these recordings as I record them live, definitely check out the link in the description. I do stream every Thursday, Friday, Saturday evening as the Praying Gamer, serving you guys and doing podcasts. So sometimes you guys serve me, but doing these podcasts live on my Facebook streaming channel. So definitely come and check it out. We'd love to have you. Great community here, guys. Like, if you guys are watching me on YouTube and you haven't checked out the live stream, I really encourage you to just click the link, go and follow me, like the page. That is my business page as well, so you're also supporting me and helping me in that too. So and then come over and hang out. We have a lot of good fun over on the live stream. But going back to what I was saying, Destroy All Humans, last chance game. This one ends November 15th. There is 2 things available with it. It's a standard edition. It's PS4 only, and it's a standard edition. It's $29.99. Just a little disclaimer, this is Destroy All Humans from the PS2 era, not the remake. Okay, this is the PS2 era, but just a PS4 physical copy of it. And there's also a 2 LP soundtrack. So if you like the soundtrack from the PS2 era game, then pick up the 2 LP soundtrack. On vinyl, it's $34.99. All right, so that is it for Last Chance Games. So next is going to be games that are coming out this week. First game I want to talk about is Towerfall. This is going to be a Switch-only release, and it's going to be available November 13th, which is tomorrow at the time of this recording, Friday, okay? Standard and collector's editions will be available. It's the standard is going to be $34.99. The collector's is going to be $69.99. And I wanted to talk briefly about the game. It looks really good. It looks really good. It's a 6-player, 8-bit style Smash Bros. That's how I would sort of describe it, okay? 6 players at a time. It's 8-bit graphics. You're in this, like, you're in a tower, I guess you would say, or it's sort of like Metroidvania style, and you have arrows, and you can shoot the arrows at each other, and at the end of the game, whoever has the most kills wins. That's basically what it is. But it does have more than that. That's the battle mode. So that's going to be your straight up couch multiplayer, everyone comes over. It's like a Smash party, right? It also has a co-op mode where it's you cooperating with your friends, so you don't have to kill each other, and you're taking out the CPU. And then there's a trial mode, and the trial mode is a lot like Smash Bros. The bonus Break the Targets game. I don't know if you guys remember the bonus game Break the Targets, where you have to run around basically a speed run and break all the targets before the time expires. So that's basically what trial mode is for Towerfall. This is also the same developer of Celeste. So if you like Celeste and you like the art style of Celeste, you're going to love the art style here. It's really cool. This one's going to be a 4-week pre-order, so it's not something, you know, wake up, coffee's flowing, yada, yada, yada. Going into the collector's edition, the collector's edition comes with the collector's box, obviously, physical copy, reversible 18 by 24 poster, 10 trading cards, 4 enamel pins, a overworld map, so I guess all of the map together, and an acrylic diorama standee. I don't know if you guys have seen those, but it's kind of like those shadow boxes, like the Castlevania shadow box, and like there was a Sonic one, I think, at GameStop for a while, where it's like a shadow box, but it looks like the game. You know, that's what it looks like to me. Next one, Art of Fighting Anthology. This is another sort of Street Fighter style game. It's a classic 2D arcade fighter, a lot like Street Fighter. PS4 release, and it's going to be available Friday, November 13th, right? Yep, Friday, November 13th. At 6 a.m. Eastern, and you know what that means. 6 a.m. Eastern time, you need to be up and ready for this one if you want to get it. I don't know if it's going to sell out right away. Probably will, because it's a pretty cool game, but it's going to be limited, okay? So this is one where it's like wake up in the morning, coffee's flowing, checkout ready, yada, yada, yada. Standard edition has quite a few, limited to 3,500 copies. Collector's edition, not so much, 1,500 copies. Standard edition is going to be $29.99. The collector's is going to be $59.99. Also, there's going to be a 2 LP soundtrack, 2 versions. There's a signed one, I'm guessing by the developers, and a non-signed one. Non-signed one's going to be $37.99, and the signed one is $47.99. Also, if you don't want the LPs, you can pick up the CD soundtrack for $17.99. Kind of steep. I don't know. Is that how much CDs are now? Like, I remember them being like $10 back in the day. Maybe inflation kicked in. I don't know, but or maybe it's just because it's limited run. But $17.99 for the CD. Collector's edition is pretty basic. Comes with a physical copy of the game, commemorative Neo Geo non-functional cart. Okay, so Neo Geo style cart, about that big, and a custom shock box. And the shock box is cool. It holds the PS4 game and the commemorative cart together, which I love. It comes with a reversible 18 by 24 inch poster and 6 art cards. Last game for limited run this week, guys, is not a limited run published or distributed game. I guess we'll say distributed game. It's a partner that limited run is helping distribute. So if you're collecting limited run, this one kind of doesn't really count. But you can still pick it up. It looks pretty cool. It's called Billion Road. This is a Monopoly style digital board game with a twist. You get monsters that you basically, so it's a digital board game, and you get these, like, you have all your guys, and it's like set in Japan. It's a Japanese game. It's been out in Japan for quite a while now, but they brought it over to the States, and it's getting a physical edition. And it's basically Monopoly, but you pick up monsters in the game, sort of like Pokemon almost. And these monsters either have positive benefits for you or negative. Some will like, and you're like, I guess you're on the ultimate road to make as much money as you can. And the monsters affect you positively or negatively. Some are like, will cost you money, they'll destroy things, and others will like get you more money and benefit things. Also, there's a like boss character that will appear and in like inside of the game, and like you have basically the choice to ignore it and do your own thing, or go for the greater good and send one of your monsters to go in and attack it and try to destroy it. So it's kind of that balance of like, what should you do? Like, do you deal with it now and you don't have to deal with it later, or do you ignore it and possibly it'll mess you up later? So I'm assuming that's kind of the mechanic with this one. Seems a little complicated, not gonna lie. It's probably something that you may need to play a couple of times to really understand, but I feel like this is a really fun game to play with a family. If you have a family, you have kids, and you want to do something together with them, like you want all the family to get together, mom, dad, and the kids, maybe grandma and grandpa, and play a game together and just kind of have fun, I feel like this would be a great pickup for you. Definitely not a game for me because I don't have kids. I have 2 fur babies at home, my 2 doggies, and you know, my wife is great, but I don't think she would be all that interested in playing a one-on-one Monopoly-like game with me. So if you got kids, if you got a big family even, this one might be one to pick up. It's a Switch edition only. It's going to be $39.99, and it is available right now. And lastly, guys, I wanted to just give everyone a heads up. If you're a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, there's a new thing, and it's been popping up lately. There's been I think I talked about another one. It was a Funimation subscription. And Game Pass is doing a lot of these. They call it the Game Pass perks. And basically, it's just collaborations that they do with other businesses to basically benefit their subscribers. And this month, they're doing a Disney Plus 30-day trial for all Game Pass Plus members. So if you haven't checked out Disney Plus yet, if you don't know what Disney Plus is, it's a Netflix type of subscription for Disney, basically. So Marvel, all the Marvel stuff's on there. They have original series stuff based around Marvel, of course. And then they have Star Wars and, like, of course, all their animation stuff, their Pixar stuff. It's pretty insane value. Like, you don't know how much of Disney you watch until you get this subscription. So you get that 30 days for free just for being a Game Pass Plus member. Game Pass, so the way that you sign up for that, guys, is by logging into the Game Pass app, or on your Xbox, you can log into that and just go into the Game Pass app. And I think it's near the top there. Click on it, follow the steps, and you got Disney Plus free for 30 days. Go check out Mandalorian. I'm probably going to check out Mandalorian this weekend with my wife. I've been meaning to watch that show, but I haven't. Now I have a great excuse. Dude, comment of the freaking week! It's the comment of the week! It's the comment of the week! All right, and the comment of the week this week comes from Shibby120. Shibby commented actually 8 hours ago at the time of this recording. How is it? So let me give you context, because this is not going to make any sense unless I give you context. In our unboxing video of the Tony Hawk, that one's still getting hits. Even now, it's been a couple of weeks now. That unboxing is still getting hits, which is awesome because we put a lot of time into this. He and actually another person previous to him asked the same question, because when I was talking about the board, because we skated the board in the video. By the way, if you're watching this and you haven't watched the Tony Hawk video, get your butt over and watch the Tony Hawk video. I'll put a link in the cards so you can go and check that one out. We had a lot of fun making it, and I think it's going to make you laugh. So a lot of people have really liked it. So and we do those as much as we can as far as the unboxings. Any unboxing on this video is highly unique and very, very entertaining. So definitely check out our unboxing adventures series, but specifically Tony Hawk one. That's the newest one. But in the video, I basically said that the board was not a board. It was not a very good board, and it really isn't a very good board. It's a Walmart-esque sort of deck. And actually, I'm gonna go get the collector's edition, guys. I'll be right back. Still have it in here. You can see where we skated it on the top here. Let me try to not destroy my monitors. But I want to get you guys in close so you can kind of see. If you look at the paint, like the paint, it's like it's painted on there. And I've been having a hard time explaining this in the comments, but the paint is like, it's like painted on there. Like, it's like a Walmart board. That's like what they do with Walmart boards. Also, if you look at the plies, I think we have 5 plies here. Probably pretty hard to see, but we have 5 plies here, but they're all the same cheap wood. So when you're skating it, it skates all right. Like it's not like terrible, but it's not a Tony Hawk board. It's something different. It's not a Tony Hawk board. It's definitely a cheaper quality of board. And I actually have another deck, and by no means is this the standard, okay? But I have another deck here. Okay. My Jesus deck, representing, crushing the devil. Freaking sweet. But on this board, this is probably also really hard to see, but it's like, it's hard to describe. It's just the quality, because this one's painted on there too, but like the quality of the paint and how it's like put on there is better than this Tony Hawk board. Also the plies, they're not all cheap, crappy, cruddy wood. It's like good quality wood. So it's probably hard to see, but just the quality of this deck versus this one, this is an actual deck that, you know, it's not the best deck in the world, but I wanted to show some love to Brian Sumner. He has an awesome skate company, and he's just one of my heroes, so I wanted to show some love to him, so I got this deck, but this deck has way more pop than this deck did. So there is something wrong with this deck. I can't 100% put my thumb on it exactly, but I just think it's the quality of the wood, the quality of the paint. I just think that there is a cheapness about it. And I say in the video that, you know, it's not really something that you would want to skate on. You want to display it. And the reason why I say that, so let me quote Shibby and then the other guy too. Said, how is it not made to be skated on? I like how you reversed it and put it back into the, oh yeah, so he was talking about how at the end we reversed it. But I want to answer you guys this question so I can refer people to this video every time they ask, or if more people ask in the future. The Tony Hawk board is totally skatable. You can put this thing on trucks, wheels, tires, and bearings and go out and skate it and be happy with what you got. But for $60, you could get a much better board that skates better than it skates, has more pop, feels better, and just skate that. I feel like the Tony Hawk board, after skating it, that's why we skated it, was because we kind of had the premonition looking at it that it was a cheaper quality board. So we wanted to let people know that you shouldn't buy this if you want to use it for skating. You shouldn't buy it. You should buy it if you are a huge Tony Hawk Pro Skater fan and you want to decorate your game room with a board, you know, or if you're a big skate fan and you just want to have a board that you just display on the wall. It's just kind of like just like a statue or anything else. So I hope that answers everybody's question about this, because like I said, I went on and on and on with another guy. I forgot his name, but great, awesome questions. I loved answering them, but it takes forever to like kind of explain everything in text. It's way easier to just do it on a video. So thank you guys for bearing with me, and thank you once again, Shibby. I did want to shout out Shibby. Shibby is a YouTuber as well. I checked out his channel. Really good primo gaming stuff. He also does unboxing, discussions, reviews, all that stuff. It's real high quality. Sound quality's good. And it's a great channel. He has about 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to check him out, I will link him in the description below, so you can go and check him out. And then Shibby120, thank you once again, buddy, for your comment. Really appreciate the comment of the week. But that's going to do it for this week's podcast, guys. If you liked the video, if you got value out of the video, do me a favor and smash like, as well as subscribe with bell notifications turned on, so you can catch me every time I go live. And I want to hear from you guys. Are you going to pick up the new PS4, PS5, and Xbox Series X or S? Let me know in the description below. And lastly, guys, if you want to help me sustain this channel and really support me on a monetary level, I have a Patreon. If you don't know yet, link is in the description below if you want to go over there and support me monetarily. But until next time, guys, Luke from 8-Bit Plus signing out, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.